Come here. Let's go give it to the cow. You got it? Oh, she wants it in her bowl. Can you go get another one? Big scooper. Let's get a big one. There, you got it? There.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. We'll give it to Taffy.
No.
Now she's not going to move. She's eating. Can you go get another one while I wash her up? I'll wash her. You go get Green. Thank you. It rained last night, so she's pretty dirty today. But this is the first thing we do every morning. We milk our family cow, and then we move on with the rest of our day. But this is just the first thing that has to be done every morning. That's the schedule she's used to. She's used to being milked around 6:30 or 7 every morning. So that's first on the schedule. Sometimes the baby's awake and tags along, and sometimes he's still sleeping. All right, you can go dump this one for me, Elias. I'm all done with the soap water. Thank you. You go dump that one out for me?
Dada. No. Yeah.
Thank you. Such a big helper, aren't you? You're such a big helper.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm done with that one too. Go ahead and dump that water. Thank you so much.
Dada.
Can you put the lid back on that one so I can use it as my shelf?
You gonna hook her up, Elias?
No. Can I have this? Put it back in there. Put it back in there. I need that. Thank you so much. All right. All done. Step back now.
Now. No. Mom.
I need this. I need that. Help Mom and Dad get her out. Here, put your scooper away.
I'll open it.
Whoa.
Tell Taffy, go.
Go.
Can you clap your hands? Mommy help you? Go, Taffy. Oh, no. Go, Taffy. All done. There she goes. She's going. Good girl. Say good girl, Taffy. All right.
Wait.
Say bye-bye, Taffy.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for the milk. Tell her thank you for the milk.
Thank you.
Thank you. You want to give her a pet? Thank you, Taffy. Oh, you want to pet her? Oh, she's leaving. Bye-bye. Let's shut the gate.
Get there.
The nice thing about taking Elias with us is we always have a gate getter whenever he comes. The boy insists on getting the gates. Thank you, Elias. Such a big helper. He's 18 months old, but he likes to act like he's 3 or 4. Almost.
Can I help you?
He's
His
getting it
arms
all
aren't long-
figured
His
out.
arms aren't quite long enough. Get all the way around. There you go. Pull it. Good job.
Okay, let's go feed the calf.
Dig.
Thank you. Oh, you got a leaf on there. All right, let's go feed that calf. I'm watching you. All the other sleepyheads are still in bed this morning, aren't they?
Bang. Bang.
Oh, Kathy's hungry. She's waiting for her bottle.
Thank you.
Hey.
No.
Ay.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Seven Shepherds Farm. Today we're going to take you along on a typical Saturday with us on the farm. So we got the cow milk this morning, we got the bottle calf fed, and now we're over here at the rental farm. We're going to move this large flock of sheep, so we'll take you along on that typical day on the farm. Here's these other two dogs. They went and made their round, and hopefully they come back and let the sheep know it's okay to move through this opening here. It's another one of those permanent paddocks that doesn't need to be divided, so it's just two strands of electric here dividing this paddock from the next. Here's the sheep.
Yeah, call him, Elias. Yeah, come on down. Yeah, sheep, sheep, sheep. I'm gonna stand on this side so I don't accidentally run through this fence.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll try to stand back a little bit. Once they got the memo, they took off. Decided to finally wake up.
I think they had already been out and grazed, and then they went and laid back down, and we're just taking it easy in the shade, even though it's only 70 degrees. It happens to be a really cool day in August.
Well, it's Saturday. They're taking the day off.
I'll have to show you what they did with all that common ragweed here in a minute. Take a trip around this paddock after we get all the sheep moved here.
Notice they're so used to moving that even with Huxon standing kind of right in their way, they're still just going to run right past him. Aren't they, Huxon? They're so used to moving, they don't even care if you're standing there. I hear Max coming. Here's some babies. There, went through. We haven't had quite as many babies born as we thought we might. There for a while it was heavy for a few days, but kind of taking a little break now. Is there a new one? I missed it.
Yeah, a lot of them new babies. I think there's more in here than what it looks like, because it's really hard to see. They're kind of all just mixed in with everybody else.
That's what I was saying on another video. You can't, like, we don't even notice them. They just fit right in. Like, here's a little one coming up right here.
Here's a couple, yeah.
They're just flowing right along with the rest of them, though. You guys might want to get out there by that mineral feeder and kind of make sure they don't go running that way.
There's a Dorper looking one.
Yeah. That's one of our winter lambs.
And I see Max, so he must be getting close to the end.
Yeah, that must be it.
That one has a broken leg.
What?
Her leg's actually broken. But it looks to me.
All right, let's go and get their mineral feeder and dog feeder, and I have to go catch this ewe and see what happened to her leg. It's really swollen at the joint. Might have stepped in a hole or who knows what. Hurt it down in the creek. It's hard telling. Kind of show you how they go right at these weeds. First thing, nipping all the weeds off. Even the lambs are going at them. It's one of our spring lambs right here.
It's like they just disappeared into a jungle out there. I mean, you can't hardly even see them anymore. Grass is twice as tall as they are. A lot of this is warm season grasses that are coming on. But you definitely have a variety out here. In the fall and the winter, it looks more like a straight stand of fescue, but then in the summer, everything else comes out. You got plenty of crabgrass and ragweed. Giant ragweed, plenty of feather weeds I don't know the name of. Clover.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't even see them. It's so tall. I mean, it's hard to see that on the video how tall it is, but
yeah,
I mean, it's taller than Elias.
Yeah. It's about chest high on average for me.
Kind of see how high they have to reach their head up to get to the.
I mean. And a lot of the paddock is taller, you know, even taller than this. I know this is some weeds here, but
which I'm trying to think, how long has it been since they've been in this paddock? See, we skipped paddock one, our second. This will be our third rotation, right?
Yeah, it's almost got to be. I need to start writing it down better, but probably close to 60 days, 50 or 60 days since we've been in here. So it's had a nice long rest period.
Yeah. So yeah, since the growing season, this is their third time in this paddock.
Right.
I mean, we obviously rotate them year round, but since the grass really started growing, this is their third time in this paddock. So, all right, let's go move the feeders. Check out what they did, what damage they did to the other paddock on how they ate that forage, and then see what else we get planned for today.
All right, I'm gonna show you what the sheep did to this big section of ragweed here. This is more or less the same spot I showed you when we moved them in here, and it was absolutely just covered in ragweed. But as you can see, we got like there's a leaf. The rest of that plant is stripped. There's no leaves on it, just a little bit, maybe a leaf or two on every plant. But otherwise, the ragweed has been completely devoured in here. And it was well over my four-wheeler whenever I was driving through here when we very first moved them in. Now, I will say, I don't know what kind of weed this is, but they don't like it. It's pretty well all still out here, so whatever that is, they don't really care to eat. I guess when they had this much common ragweed, they decided to eat all of it first. But yeah, here's another one. I mean, this whole field is just covered. It looks like solid ragweed, and it pretty well is this time of year. But then, you know, there's fescue and all kinds of stuff down under it that's just kind of dormant right now since it's hot. But the ragweed is absolutely coming on. Like I said, it was well over my four-wheeler when I turned them in here, and you could just barely stand to drive through it. If you had any kind of allergies, you knew it. But yeah, there's a few leaves on everything, but they pretty well stripped it. They don't eat the stems for the most part. They'll eat the tops. even like this one, they tend to eat the tops of the stems. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an update. And then here's like your locust trees. We have more than our fair share of locust sprouts. We whipped this field early in the spring, actually, just to kind of clean it up. But you see anything low, they basically picked off every leaf. There's a few left, but then, you know, they can only reach so high. That's where a goat would be kind of handy. See, like this one, kind of shows you how high a sheep can reach. It's about not quite up to my chest, but then they can't reach these. But that's, yeah, they'll eat everything off of a locust tree that they can get, and the same with the ragweed. And then there's lots of grass still down low, but like we've said in other videos, we don't like to leave them in there and mow it all the way to the ground. We like to leave plenty of residual. Then it grows back faster, and then they'll be ready for the next time when we bring them in here. Okay, so Courtney and the girls went in and we're doing some shopping, and me and the boys are out here, and we're getting ready to work sheep this week. And I need some feeders because we're gonna wean those ram lambs off, and we need some. Basically, we don't have anything to feed them with. Like I said, we've never really done that before, so this is all kind of new to us. But I was watching some YouTube videos and saw one of the better options I've seen was just to take, this is a 12-inch culvert pipe, dual wall culvert pipe, and they just cut it in half and made a feeder out of both sides. So we got a couple of these 20-foot sections of culvert, and I'm just kind of working my way through them and trying to cut them. There's actually lines that you can go off of to make sure your cuts are pretty straight. So I'm just splitting this pipe in half here, and I'm gonna put a wooden end on each side or on each end of this pipe, and that's gonna be the feeder. So this will make 2 feeders, and they'll both be 20 foot long. So let me show you how. I'm just using a Sawzall, and it's just like a kind of a wood bit. Just gotta take your time and cut right down the middle of it. Alright, so there's our 2 feeders. I wasn't really sure what size to actually get. From all the videos I saw, I don't think anybody actually gave me the dimension really. But this is a 12-inch dual walled culvert pipe, just plastic culvert pipe. But it looks like 12-inch should work really well the way it's looking there. And then I'm going to take these 2x6s, and I'm going to cut them. Might put a 2x8. Maybe I'll put a 2. Actually, I have a bigger board here because I was afraid that might be too short. This is a 2x10, I think, actually. I want something that kind of sticks out this way, about a foot on each side, so then the sheep can't flip it so easily. Because otherwise, if I didn't have anything on the end, they would probably flip it over, you know, stepping on it. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave a little, somewhere around a foot out this way, past it, and a foot out this way, just to stabilize this feeder. And I think I am going to go ahead and use that 2x10 on it instead of the 2x6 to make sure we have good coverage. Alright, I'll kind of show you how this goes here in just a minute. Here's how I decided to do this. This is my first attempt here. I made a 3-foot chunk of wood, It's a 2x10. And then I'm just taking these 4-inch deck screws and just running them kind of through these ribs, a couple of the ribs, and then into that board. That's what's going to anchor it. So that's just 2 screws, 1 on each side for now. I'm going to put a couple more in it. But now we'll keep it. The idea is that board's going to keep the feet from rolling out the back, and then it also keep it from flipping over so easy. But I can still flip it over, but the sheep can't. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put ends on all of these feeders, and then as far as I'm concerned, it's done. We'll give it a try, see how the sheep like it, see if they waste too much feed in there, or hopefully they don't walk in it too much. If they do, I'll modify it. Anyway, that's what we're working on. Here's the finished product. I ended up actually changing it slightly. So that one there's finished, and then this one here's the one I have one end on. I cut this board to 3 feet, but then after I was messing with it, I think it's overkill, and I'm extremely cheap, and I had a 4-foot section left on this 2x10 here. So instead of just cutting another 3-foot out of it, I just cut it in half. So these are actually 2 feet on each end, and I really think that's plenty. It's fairly easy for me to flip it over, but you would have to really work at it. I mean, if you're a sheep, I don't think there's any way you're going to flip it over. So I could see possibly having an issue. Well, I think they're going to probably want to jump in it, but we'll just have to see if they do walk in it too much. I can put some kind of a rail along it maybe and keep them out just so they can get their head in it. But anyway, so I ended up putting a 2-foot 2x10 on each end, and I ran 5 screws through each end, just these deck screws, and that just holds it all on there. But yeah, I don't think it's coming off. And like I said, I don't think they can flip it over. That was my main concern, is somebody would just stand on this and it would just roll over. So that's why I put those, main reason I put those pieces of wood on the end. That, and it'll help keep the feed in it. But what these feeders are meant for is we're actually going to hand feed like a grower ration every day. So this is what we're going to use for that grower ration. And then they'll have just the regular soy hulls and another feeder, free choice. And that'll be available to them all day long, every day. And we'll kind of show you our barn setup. I was working on a video on the barn, and basically I just didn't get it finished. So we're going to wait on that video. It'll probably be either the next one released or the one after that. We'll finally get that all finished, hopefully. And then we'll throw these feeders in there as well.